to the Anti-Diet Meals with Farah Kariamburi. I'm your host, and I am the original founder of the 30-day Anti-Diet Challenge, keynote speaker, and I'm here to just show you some amazing, simple, easy meals to cook with you and your family, and also in particularly how to balance them so that you can actually, if you're on a weight loss journey, you know exactly how much carbs, protein, healthy fats to eat. So that's really the reason for showing you this. These dishes are not something that are made in a chef kind of standard, not at all. They are just for people like me and you who are professional women and are running a household, very, very busy, but also conscious about health and well-being in particular, and what can you put in the plate or on the plate every single day that's going to serve your goal, that's going to help you to lose weight if you're on a weight loss journey, or if you are working out that journey, or if you are on a health journey. Maybe you are trying to get rid of some diabetes type 2 or high blood pressure. You want to get that in control. You want to just improve your general health and well-being. So today in my kitchen we are going to cook red lentils, which is called dal, and we're going to cook some brown rice, and that's it, with some small amount of salad. So I said to you guys, in a couple of days in a week, we have vegan, vegetarian food, plant-based, whatever you want to call it. There's lots of fancy names now for all of these things, aren't they? This particular one, there's a background to this. So I grew up in Pakistan, and my auntie, my dad's older sister, will cook dal. Dal, D-A-L, so it's yellow, it's red lentils, split pea, red lentils. And I'll show you what they are as well. So this is a packet of red lentils. This is from Morrison's. So it says naturally high in protein, and there's a little bit of a myth busting here as well. They're actually not full of protein at all. They have a little more protein than other carbohydrates, but they are mainly carbs. So when you look at the carbs and protein on here, the carbohydrates are 11.7 grams per 100, and the protein is actually 7.4. So there's a significant amount of difference. So I'm always very conscious about teaching the plant-based and also Asian background people, maybe because you eat a lot of this, which is great, but how do you balance this out? So mainly I will balance this with a big dollop of Greek yogurt, which is high in protein, to bring up protein content. Now, why do we need protein? Well, one of the biggest secret in weight loss is actually eating protein. If you followed my 5-day Kickstarter training, on day 3, we go through why protein is important and what protein sources can you go to. So there's a massive list in there. So if you're in my 5-day Kickstarter group, go through the training, go to day 3 and have a look at what protein is about and why protein is literally one of the biggest secret of weight loss, for sure. So that's what we're cooking today. Let's get back to the cooking. So what I've done is, this is around 500 gram packet. I've got in here 200 grams, just washed them with the tap water about 2 or 3 times, and then I've just popped it in here with, so if it's 1 cup of this, you put 2 cups of water, so double the water, because what happens with this lentils, they actually expand while they're cooking. Now in it, I'm going to put some salt, maybe a little bit of cumin, and that's it. Again, I'm not going to put a lot of spices in it. Why? Because I've got something else going on in here, so I want to show you that now. So here I have a little bit of butter, tomatoes, and garlic. I'm going to fry this, kind of really fry it, kind of make it brown. And then I'm going to throw it on top, which you call this a tarka, T-A-R-K-A, Urdu word, I believe. And what this does is actually changes the taste of all of the lentils. You don't need to spice it up a lot at all. There's no specific condiments, by the way, guys, for this. So it's really straightforward, really simple. Great for winter as well, this meal. And we eat it all year round. So on the other side, I have a little bit of brown rice cooking. Brown rice, again, got any left? Yeah, brown rice. This is brown basmati rice, a whole grain brown rice. Brown rice is always better than the white rice because it's least processed, and it has the reason it's brown is because this is how it is naturally. Where the white rice is being taken through a process of bleaching to make it look the white color. And also sometimes added things in it as well. So the better option would be brown. However, it's not to everybody's taste. So I'm cooking the brown rice today because my boys are going to their dad's and they don't like brown rice. I would have cooked white if they were here, or would have cooked white and brown, not together. And I'll tell you why. I tried that before. if you're trying to kind of cheat and add these two things, and they're cooked in very different temperatures. So the brown rice requires a lot longer to cook. It's very nutty taste. I'll say a lot longer. I would say probably if the white takes 15 minutes for you, this will take 30. I put this on at 4 o'clock and it's nearly ready. So half an hour. But it's only boiling, so there's nothing to do with it, by the way. It's just boiling the brown rice. So that's the brown rice for you. It's showing you that. And now what I'm also going to do with this lentil, I am going to add a handful of spinach. Again, I'm always showing you how to add more vegetables to this. And my reason for doing this is because we're not eating enough vegetables. Okay, I don't ever have to give anybody a tip about fruits, but I sure do have to give my clients tips about how to increase vegetables. This could also be a soup, by the way. You could add vegetables to this, let it cook, and then you can kind of put a blender through it to make a smoother soup. So there's so many things you can do with red lentils. I could add chicken fillets on top if I wanted to go, if I wanted to have more protein in this as well. I know my sister does that. So she just literally drops chicken, like thin strips of chicken on top, and then she just lets it cook. So she's done that. I haven't done it. I don't want to mess up with my dal. I love the way it is. I don't want to temper it with, add chicken to it. I don't want to do that, but you might want to do that. Then you can. Absolutely. So here we got the rice cooking nicely. I'll show you so easy to cook. The water just drains out. This is all ready now, actually. And what I'm going to do is put a teaspoon of coconut oil just to loosen up some of the grains. But the good thing about brown rice, it's not sticky. Even if you've never cooked rice before, you get away with this one, by the way. Just show you. So that's the brown rice. Really, like it's all separated. Again, so it's a cup of rice, 2 cups of water, and I just put it on low heat. I turned off put a lid on top, and I just left it. Didn't even have to come and attend to it, nothing. And now this is all ready. I'm going to put some coconut oil to this. You can add salt to it. I don't really like to add salt to my, this is finishing. Add this coconut into that and give it a good stir. Smells lovely. Brown rice and coconut goes really nice together. It's really important to find little winning ways that you can stick to, that you look forward to every day. Eating becomes pleasure and not a chore. And I understand when you have a family and you've got kids, they can be a bit fussy, but you know what? Just let them try it. Don't force it. But if they've always had chicken nuggets and chips and you're trying to give them lentils and rice, you can see that journey is going to be a little bit challenging, but not impossible, by the way. Because sometimes my kids' friends come over and we're a house that always offers food to whoever's here. It's food time. And our dinner times are quite early. And they will come over and I will offer them. So do you know what? They actually eat it. The kids actually eat them, and even though at home, that's not the food they have. In fact, they say to me, oh, that's quite tasty. So sometimes you just have to try it. Don't go in with high expectations that I want my kids to now start eating lentils and rice. Firstly, my program is for you, the woman of the house, because once you feel good, once you feel stronger, once you feel more confident, you can then introduce whatever you want. Now, what we're doing here is we are melting the small amount of butter, so thumb size of butter only. I'm always very careful with any fat portions that are going into my food. So the only fat that's going into our food today is actually the sauce. How should I call this? Like a sauce that we're making to go into the lentils. So lentils are just boiling away, and as they boil away, you would know they're getting softer and softer. I'm talking about 10 minutes, 15 max. I'm going to just cover this up because we don't really need to do anything else with it now. And then here we have, we can use the same tomatoes, garlic, and here I'm going to put some cumin, coriander. Chili is good here depending on what you like, by the way. I know many Indian households would kind of they would make it hot and make it like with maybe the onions in it or anything. You want to put anything in here. So I'm going to add some cumin for sure. I love cumin. And then I'm going to add some salt. And remember, this salt is for the whole thing, so not a lot of salt's gone in it. Again, if you suffer from high blood pressure if you have kind of high cholesterol, making sure that you're eating good quality food that are non-processed and the whole foods, and keep the salt down, but bring up the chilies and things. They're absolutely fine. Use the other spices to bring up the flavor, not necessarily salt. Even if you're used to having a lot of salt, try and see that other condiments will actually make a difference. Like coriander actually makes the food taste different. So you don't need a lot of salt in it. So as you can see here, frying away really nicely. I'm not going to burn it. I'm going to give it a good fry. I don't want tomatoes to be all watery. So while this is cooking, I'm going to serve. So here we've made a carrot and cucumber kind of a salad. It really depends. It's Thursday today. We're coming towards the end of the week. What's left in the fridge? It's all about that really. So this is what I've got left in the fridge. So I'm going to serve a good dollop of my vegetables. I'm also going to add spinach to my lentils. I'm going to serve a yogurt dollop as well. Right, now this is done. So again, it took so little time to make this tasty. Here we go. And now what I'm going to do is bring the pot back. I'm just going to add this to it. You hear the noise normally. You can't hear it, probably it's quite far. And then what you do is to make sure all the flavoring's taken off. You can put some of the lentils back in the pan and take it out. And now you just turn the lentils off. You don't need to do anything else with it. Voila! How long was that, guys? Not long. Let's show you how much yogurt you're going to serve. So this yogurt here is Greek style fat-free yogurt, 7 grams of protein per 100. Just obviously serve it separately if you want to. You can make a raita out of this if you want to, but I'm going to show you almost how much you need to make your plate as the woman of the house. This is all for you guys. So rice, again, because carbs are already in lentils, you need to hold the carbs back. Similar thing to what we did on Monday. We did a chickpea curry and rice, I believe, did we? Yeah, we did do that. So making sure that the portion of your carbohydrates is low. We don't get rid of the carbs, but we bring it down. Okay. This is my portion. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I haven't added the spinach onto our lentils. I'm just going to do that now because you don't need to cook this. You're just going to add it in, and then the steam is going to cook. The steam will cook the spinach if you need it cooked. You don't really need it cooked. And we're going to use a ladle, a spoon, to actually pour our lentils in here. I'm going to take a photo of this picture so I can use it to show you guys and educate you a bit more. There we go. Here it is. How beautiful is that? Can you see that, guys? You have the protein part of your meal, which is the yogurt and the lentils. So it's a protein plate we're building up in here versus just having protein from this sort. There's a small amount of protein in brown rice, but I wouldn't class this as protein rice. Those things do not exist, by the way. There is no protein rice. And then you've got some green here. Now you can any greens that you want. Lentils, again, you could add more things to it, like courgettes can be added to it. Then you've got the yogurt, which is plain. You can add spices to it to make it a bit more appealing, more tasty. So here you are. This is red lentils with brown rice, cooked in the way I like it, and this is how I know it. So I grew up eating this kind of foods, and they'll always be part of my lifestyle and my kids' lifestyle. So just this goes to show that if you are on a weight loss journey, you don't change your food, you just adjust your portion size. That's all you want to do. You don't want to change your food because there's nothing to change in here. It's actually really, really good food. It's all whole. So thank you so much, guys, for being with me this afternoon. I have parents' evening next, so I'm kind of going to wrap it up fast today. My eldest son's parents' evening, final year of GCSE, so I need to listen to see what they've got to say to us. He's doing really well anyway, but you know, I want to make sure that I can help him in any way, format, because it's an important year for him. You guys, whatever you're eating, let me know in the comments below what you're having, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to make homemade pizza, so don't miss that. That's homemade pizza, perfect size and perfect taste for you guys to enjoy. So I'm going to show you that tomorrow. Take care. Bye for now.